What a great win. Again, had a great crowd here tonight for a midweek game. Really appreciate the fans coming out and supporting our guys. And, it was about pitching. That's pretty much the story of the game. Billy Barlow in his first start couldn't have asked for a better job by Billy in the second inning. Had bases loaded with one out. And gets a huge punch out and keeps them to only one run right there. And then he just rolled. He started to run out of gas a little bit and got a couple guys on base in the fifth. And we brought Jackson Lindley in, and he did a great job of just getting us off the field with two guys on base with one out. Then in the sixth, 2 on, nobody out. Lindley gets a punch out, and Jeffrey Gilbert comes in, strikes out 2 guys to get us off the field in the sixth. And then, Gilbert had a huge strikeout to end the inning in the seventh. And then Edmo, Alex Edmondson, who shows just tremendous stuff. Just really proud of Alex. Leadoff walk was all around the zone, even in the walk. They stole a base and then strikeout, 6-3 strikeout, get off the field. And then Ammons came in and, after having a tough outing this weekend against Indiana, we trust Ryan Ammons, and he came in and saved the game. And offensively, we really didn't do a whole lot, outside of Caden hit the 2-run homer, and besides that, offensively just didn't have much to show for it. But I think that was a testament to College of Charleston's pitching staff. Their starter, I thought, was outstanding. And then Privet, holy smokes, that fastball, he just threw the fastball right at the top of the strike zone over and over and over, and it's just an unhittable fastball when you can pitch up in the zone. But just super proud of our club and the way that we won. Again, had runners on base, seemed like every single inning, and we were able to pitch our way out of it. And it's just, it's all about our pitching staff tonight.
Coach, after a couple blowout wins to start the season, how encouraging is it to see them win a couple close ones the way they have?
Yeah, just early in the season, just being able to establish with your club that we can win the close ball game, and we can pitch out of the bullpen and keep an offense at bay. And I think it just sends the right messages to your team early on that we're establishing ourselves as a team that's built on pitching and defense. At least we have been up to this point. We know we got a long season ahead of us, but up to this point, it's been really awesome to see us pitch the way that we have pitched. And as we all know, doesn't matter how good your offense is if you don't pitch. If we keep pitching that way, we got a chance to win some games.
They were 1 of 13 with runners in scoring position and over 8 on 2 outs. How do you like seeing that from a pressure standpoint to get yourself out of those jams?
Yeah, just in those pressure situations with runners on base, it's really tough to make pitches like that. And the ability to execute pitches under pressure, just shows you the makeup of our bullpen. Shows you the makeup of Billy Barlow, our starter. He had a tough spot there in the second inning, was able to get out of that. And then, Lindley, plus makeup guy, older guy, has been through it. He was phenomenal. Gilbert, plus makeup guy. Edmo, when it comes to stuff, I don't know if you'll see many guys have better stuff than that. That was a huge 8th inning for him. With a leadoff walk, be able to get out of that, get off the field with no runs given up. Just really proud of Eddie, being able to do that. And Ammons, again, another plus makeup guy pitching in the 9th inning. Those guys, the toughness of our bullpen is certainly showed in the early part of this season.
This weekend and then the game today, do you expect the bullpen to be this deep and this many guys in this good?
Well, you never really know until you play somebody else. But one thing that I will say is just the amount of guys that we have that can command the baseball. I think that's the big thing you look at, some of these guys, Edmo's got elite stuff. He's got that wipeout breaking ball, and he's up to 95, 96. Mac Anglin's a stuff guy. But if you look at the difference, with Mac this year and Eddie this year, they're in the strike zone a lot more with their fastball. And then we build around those guys with stuff with a lot of guys that can pitch. And I think that's been the biggest thing that I have seen with this pitching staff is just the comfort of being able to pitch these guys and bring them into these spots and knowing that the other team's going to have to beat you by hitting the baseball. You know, that we've got a good defense behind our pitching staff, and they're going to throw strikes. Look, they're going to get hit some. We all know that. If you're going to pitch to contact and fill up strike zone with fastballs, you're going to get hit some. But so far, and it's only 4 games, but we've certainly been impressive on the mound.
I know it's early, but you know, how big of a win was this being this is a team that's kind of giving y'all some headaches?
Yeah, well, they've given us more than headaches. They've thumped us. I mean, they thumped us the last 2 times we played them, and we knew that coming into the game they're going to be very loose and very confident, and they should be. You know, based on how they've played here at Doug Kingsmore Stadium against us in the past, and a lot of the guys that were in the lineup tonight have had success here. So again, it was just a great win. You know, we played a confident club and a good club in the College of Charleston, and to be able to pitch the way that we did, and you know, and win that game is huge for us.
Coach French back behind the plate again tonight. Give up a couple steals, but good to see him get a hit right there out of the gate.
Yeah, I mean, Frenchie's a really good defensive catcher. You know, and you oftentimes, when it comes to the stolen base, you still bases off the pitcher. You know, just based on the situation, you kind of wait for a breaking ball count to run. But I thought Frenchie did a really good job of catching. He smoked the ball, got a base hit, I think, in his first at bat.
Yep.
And heck, he was the only guy that actually squared a baseball up off a privet. You know, he got 2 strikes and he smoked the ball to left field. You know, a lot of times that ball's off the wall. So it was good to see Frenchie square up a couple balls, and I thought he caught an outstanding game back there.
Anything else? Katie Price just seemed like he pretty much picked up where he left off that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's a dangerous hitter, and in games like this, your best bats have got to step up for you. And you know, Caden just kept fouling pitches off, and had a great approach, and you know, finally got a good pitch to hit, and you know, and hit it out of the ballpark. I mean, he's an elite, you know, college power bat, and he certainly stepped up today when we needed him to.
Anything else?
All right.
Thanks, Coach.